Hello.
Oh, hello.
Good morning.
I actually have a friend to talk to.
Yes, you have a friend.
I've,
It's friends time.
I've been here for like 10 minutes just all alone.
I'm sorry, buddy.
It's like it's just me, you, and RDT.
Yeah, looks that way. Are you in the OBS room yet, or have you not even gotten that far?
I am gonna add your camera, and then I'll jump in with my perspective as well.
Oh yeah, that's right. You add it straight from a whatever. Yeah,
Yeah, it just
it just
it
works.
just it just it just works. Yeah, this is the best program.
Mm.
I look back at an early podcast where we still had the Skype logo on the bottom, and like that was such a faff in comparison to what we
Oh
have
yeah.
now. So bad in comparison.
Speaking of it just working, I forget. You're not like a Bethesda guy, are you? Like Skyrim stuff like that. Like that's not you, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's right. Although I am intrigued by Starfield, but I mean, to be fair, my only experience of Bethesda is Fallout 4, and I played it for the
Ooh,
first like 2 hours.
ooh,
I played it for the first
ooh,
2 hours, and then I
ooh.
think I've got a refund on Steam because I just did not enjoy it at all. But I
Yeah.
haven't played
Well,
like any of the other Fallout's. I haven't played Elder Scrolls. Again, Elder Scrolls just isn't my thing. But
yeah. It's not really my thing either. It's like it's the although I know a ton about it, like I like Elder Scrolls, it just like that theme doesn't resonate with me like Fallout's does. And Fallout 4 is honestly it's Fallout 4 I think is so bad in like in ways. Like it's bad because it's not that bad. In a way, if that makes any sense. Like because what happens is you play Fallout 4 and by all measure, it's like a better handling and feeling game than if you were to go play Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas.
like mechanically
But
and gameplay and things like that.
yeah, exactly. Like it's more fun to mechanically play and shoot and stuff like that, but you just get such a lackluster like RPG experience. So what happens is you play Fallout 4, you're like, this kind of sucks as an RPG. You play it for 3 hours, then you're like, oh, I wonder what this New Vegas is all about. And then you play it, and it's like in New Vegas is clunky is you can imagine. But and you know like how do I explain this? Like it makes you like New Vegas or Fallout 3 you give up on because it's so clunky, and since you played Fallout 4 first, like you know that it doesn't have to be this clunky, you know?
Yeah, it's
I,
like yeah, I get you. Yeah, it's like going
yes.
back to the older game. It's like too much, or not too much, but it's a very difficult cross to bear to do that
Yeah, it's a
and get
difficult
over it.
ask for yeah, it's a difficult ask of like a normie gamer. You know what
Right?
I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, come on, just play Fallout New Vegas. All you got to do is, well, you got to install it, and then you got to do several of these fixes, and then you got to deal with this. You got to deal with it being, mechanically nowhere near as competent of a game.
Yeah.
But trust me, bro, trust me. So it's so like these days, I think that of like I said of a normie gamer, Fallout New Vegas or Fallout 3 especially is like a really hard ask of. Oh God, hold on.
No, it's me. It
Oh, okay.
always does this when I join the video ninja chat. Just need to deactivate it and activate it again. But no, I
Okay.
get that. Like I don't know.
Oh,
For
I
me, it
hear.
was just
Mute yourself.
oh, sorry. I can't. I also mute
Yeah, that's what I
mute.
was. There we
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. My bad. But yeah, for me, I don't know. It was just Fallout 4. I like. I like. I don't know whether I think I just don't really like RPG games, and Mass Effect just happened to be a perfect like mix of everything. You know, and I don't know what it was about Fallout 4, but I just did not enjoy any part of what I was doing. I don't think I didn't, and then it got to the point
Yeah.
where I think it was like the first major boss battle or something like that, and I had no idea what to do and how to do it or where to go
Yeah.
next or something like that, and it was too much, and I just couldn't, so I just refunded it.
Well, that's the Fallout 4 really fumbles its beginning, and like I mean there are like 4-hour video essays you go watch on
Right.
this. But like the whole instance of Fallout 4, like I'm sure that you got to like the first town of, I think it's Concord, right? And you kill a couple raiders, and then you go up on the roof, and then you get a power armor, and then you face like the most
Yeah,
difficult
yeah,
enemy in
yeah.
the
I remember
game
that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
within an hour.
Mm.
Like it completely destroys any kind of feeling and progression and everything. And Fallout 4 really like so Mass Effect works with the whole voice protagonist thing because like you're not playing whatever character that you like want, you're playing Shepard. You're Commander
Yeah,
Shepard.
yeah,
You're the version of Commander Shepard that you want to be, but still at the end of the day you're an alliance commander. You're
yeah.
and
You are
that's it.
playing as him. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Or her if you're
Mm.
if you're a femshep person. Um so and then like if you go back to Fallout 3, or well, not so much Fallout 3, but Fallout New Vegas, you have a lot more leeway with no voice and a whole lot of other perks and a much more intricate dialogue system to really play the type of character you want. So but then you play Fallout 4 and you have a voice protagonist, no role play options whatsoever in terms of like backstory, because your backstory is locked in Fallout
Yeah,
4
yeah.
as well. You're if you play as Nate, I think he's in the military, and then Nora, if you play as the female, is a lawyer. And that's
Right.
it. Like you have no leeway for any kind of role play. The voice protagonist locks you in. There's no like character traits or really perks that give you any kind of dialogue options in the game. Like it's Fallout 4 is quite bad in a lot of ways. Um and I think one of the worst ways it's bad is like I said, it like it spoils normie gamers mechanically too.
Yeah.
So people like you, like you said, go play Fallout 4. You're like, this kind of sucks. And then people like me are like, bro, you got to play New Vegas. Listen, just here, I'll give you the 45-minute tutorial guide of modding on YouTube, and then you can finally play New Vegas, only for it to be like super clunky.
Yeah, yeah,
And a lot of people can't get past that. If you do, it's fantastic. Don't get
yeah.
me wrong. Fallout New Vegas is a masterclass of role playing game. Um,
I think I prefer like a more linear bent to the story, and I think that's why Mass Effect, even though it was like an RPG, it also was an action game that also had a fairly linear story. You could quite easily follow a very linear story without doing any side stuff. Whereas as soon as I got
yeah,
into a Fallout 4, it was just, this is too much. This isn't what I wanted. I don't want to have this amount of freedom in a way.
yeah. In Mass Effect, there's always like a clear, distinct way that you need to go,
Yeah, yeah,
and there's always a clear, distinct, what is there to do next.
yeah. I think that was a
So
point that I got in Fallout 4. It was maybe after that big boss battle, and I just
mhm.
kind of, I didn't know what to do next. And then I ended up going through some like woods and found this place for an objective, but then it felt like it was a side objective, and then there was no indication what should do to progress a story. And I don't know, it was too much freedom for me. I don't like that.
Yeah. Well, and I mean another thing is like with Fallout 4, it's like the story is so unengaging that
Right.
you don't care to anyway.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, my son, yeah, okay. And at least like in Fallout New Vegas, you have a real motivation to get to. Do you know anything about it? Like, do you know anything about New
No,
Vegas?
no, no, don't know anything about it.
So, well, you kind of get the basic of Fallout.
Oh
It's
yeah, yeah,
200
yeah, yeah,
years after nuclear war, yada
yeah, yeah,
yada.
yeah.
Well, Fallout New Vegas, you're a package courier shot in the head by some mysterious guy in a checkered suit over a package you're delivering that's a platinum poker chip, right? And
Nice.
that's all. That's it. That's it. So you don't know why this chip is so important. You don't know who this guy is, other than the fact that he was on Friends. You know, Matthew Perry voices him
Right. Okay.
from Friends. So, and you wake up in the doctor's office, and you're like, you kind of have that motivation to get to the bottom of
Yeah,
something,
yeah, 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 yeah,
right?
yeah.
In Fallout 4, it's just your son gets taken, and it's like, okay,
That's why I'm a
yeah,
little bit like unsure about Starfield. It feels like my sort of game in terms of all the
hmm
space stuff and the planets and things. But then if it's too RPG open Bethesda-y, I might not like it. So I don't know how to feel about that. So
I
far.
mean, I think it's gonna be really open, but I think. I mean, my predictions for Starfield. I'm sure we'll revisit this. I don't know if RDT's interested in it at all. I think that my worry about it is it looks like that they're gonna try to do some remake some groundwork with the RPG elements, because you look at the big Starfield Direct, like there's dialogue options for different traits you have and different perks you have and stuff like that, which will hopefully add a lot, and hopefully they stick with that, and it's not just hopefully that's the rule and not the exception.
Yeah,
It looks like the game looks really competent to play now. Like, it looks really fun to play. Like, the combat and the shooting mechanics and the movement all look really good. I think where the game is probably going to come up short is with the whole, like, you know, there's 1,000 planets. If you see that moon, you can go to that moon thing. Because my guess to how they're gonna do it is like the planets are mostly randomly generated, and then the locations that it randomly will put down are probably going to be slightly random or handcrafted. So you'll go to like 7 different planets, and you'll see, you know, 3 different abandoned refineries or something like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm afraid that everything's gonna, like,
Feels
even though you're,
samey, but
yeah,
like
even
yeah,
even if you're on a different planet that looks different, you might have a dungeon that looks pretty much the same as a dungeon you may have already done,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? So I think that's going to be
I
where the
didn't watch the
game.
entirety of all of the direct stuff for it, but
Mhm.
it seemed to me like most of what I saw, it was all just humans. Is that right? Like there was no like alien. At
Like
least there was the
intelligent being.
intelligent beings as
Yes.
part of a. There was.
No, there wasn't.
There wasn't.
I
So
watched the whole thing. Yeah, it was
okay.
just humans, and then like alien, like animals,
Yeah, yeah,
basically.
yeah.
It seemed.
And that kind of turns
So
me off a little bit. Like I kind of liked the whole interspecies politicking of the Mass Effect and things, and the fact that there's these other species that inhabit the galaxy as
yeah.
well.
Well, my prediction for the story is, they touched on it a little bit, like you're going to be part of this like group that's searching for these like artifacts or something like that, and I have to imagine they're gonna do something Mass Effecty kind of, where like you eventually assemble all these things and you really shouldn't have,
Yeah, yeah,
for
yeah,
a matter of reasons,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so I feel like that's gonna, so maybe there'll be some kind of something like that. Um,
Hopefully,
but it really seems like they've learned a lot from the games that they've done in the past, and Starfield looks like it's gonna be a much more competent game than their previous ones.
yeah. I mean,
So
you say
like
that. We'll see.
like yeah, we'll see. Like the spaceship building looks pretty great to me too. Like the whole kind of modular kind of deal that it's got going on. Hopefully it can kind of recapture that feeling from Mass Effect, where like the Normandy being your home, and you
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
having this connection to the Normandy. Hopefully you can create your own custom ship and kind of recapture that kind of emotion.
yeah. That would be
So
nice. I mean, I might give it a try. It's just so difficult for me to play these days, like big games.
Yeah.
I
Well, I
just
mean, there's no reason not to try it with Game Pass. It's coming to Game Pass. That's insane,
that's
and
true.
to me,
Yeah, that's
you
true.
know, that's absolutely bonkers. That a game like that could be on Game Pass. So, I mean, but then again, it's absolutely bonkers that Xbox owns Bethesda too, and like
Yeah,
PlayStation play
yeah,
like PlayStation fans are seething. You
yeah,
know, it's
yeah.
like because that
Oh
was
yeah,
such a
Starfield's not coming to PS5, I
yeah,
guess. Yeah,
exactly. And if Microsoft had their way, they would own Activision Blizzard too. But
yeah.
I think they're getting blocked in court over it.
I mean,
Over
they've only
their
been blocked in the UK. They've been approved in all other countries, apart from the US is still
Oh,
out
really?
on the deal. Yeah, so it's still up in the air. I think.
Man, that's insane. Yeah, like it's like goodness. I wonder if RDT is going to show up.
I mean, he said he is.
Yeah,
I'm
he's got
coming.
some
I just
prep to
have
do.
some prep to do for all my other plans. Busy morning. I mean,
That means he's got some drinking to do before he gets here.
yeah, pre-drinking.
Yeah. I think he's got. I think he said he has a wedding later today.
He's always at weddings.
Well, I mean, he's a slightly affluent, successful young adult. So
Yeah, that's
that's what
true.
happens.
Yeah, that's true. Fair.
See, I don't go to a lot of weddings because all my friends are like poor and lonely. But I'm sure all of his friends are, happy and successful and bipping and bopping and banging and hanging. So, I'm sure they're all getting married and having kids.
Well, I did one of those things, but
One of
not the
these
other.
one of these days RDT's going to show up and he's going to be married. Like he's
Oh
just
yeah,
gonna,
just yeah. You just turn up and be like,
he's
"Oh, I'm married, by the
my wife.
way."
uh,
What?
yeah, she's pregnant with twins, or something like that.
So you
Just
just have an old, completely different life, don't you?
yeah. Oh,
I mean, we can give it a few extra minutes, but
I mean,
I'm
we can always it could just be the Nos and Bruff
yeah. I
show.
mean,
We
I'm
could, you know.
I wanna get this done. Like, I don't want to leave it another month without a podcast. It's been two
Yeah.
months already.
What? Well,
So
I'm
we
here.
are recording something, and we're going to talk about some stuff. It
Yes.
just depends on whether it's me and you or me, you, and RDT.
Well, me and you could be a very unique dynamic, I think.
We can talk.
It'd be a lot more serious because I don't have RDT to like egg me on
Yeah.
and Hammer to get mad at me for saying outrageous stuff that he knows I'm saying just to be outrageous. So it's like it'll be.
I think we might just start on time, and then when he turns up, he
Yeah, and
turns
then
up.
he'll just show up. Oh, have you played Gran Turismo 4 on stream before?
Not on stream. Well, technically, I look back at my old game save on PS2 from like
Oh, okay.
2007, but like I've not played it as a as a game.
So, one second. So, um, what am I trying to say here?
Something I don't know.
Oh, the emulation for Gran Turismo 4 has like it is like fantastic. It's come a long way.
Is that why I'm seeing a
Um,
lot of Gran Turismo 4 videos on YouTube suddenly?
I think so. Yes. So, but I wouldn't play it quite yet. Apparently, so I think the big thing is like the emulation for it has always been pretty good, right? PCSX2 has always been like good, and you could just get in like upscale it to 6 or 8 times. It looked okay. But the big thing is, I think recently ish, PCSX2 got the ability to do texture replacements, and they also got like a lot more modding capability too. So now, not only can you emulate a PlayStation 2 game, you can then mod the PlayStation 2
That's
game.
pretty cool.
Yeah, so like I'm playing it now, and like there's a huge AI upscaled texture pack that you can download for it that makes it look good.
Yeah.
It doesn't have as much of an effect as the other thing I'm going to mention, but the big one is that there's a UI upscale mod now. And that's what was really holding the game back from looking good,
Okay. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you can upscale the internal resolution of the game, but you can't upscale like 5 by 5 pixel,
Images and
number.
things that they've used
Yeah.
on. Yeah, I see.
Yeah, so now like the textures are crisp and clean. The 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 UI is crisp and clean. There's all kinds of controller fixes so that like triggers can be used really accurately with modern controllers. Um, there's even a randomizer mod now. Oh, yo, it's RDT.
Goodness gracious.
Hello.
Welcome.
How's it
But
going?
there's I'll wrap this up and then you can start. There's a randomizer mod that like every prize car you get is random. Like so
Yeah,
you
I've seen a video
so
with that title.
yeah. So you like beat Sunday Cup and you could get like an LMP car or something.
Yeah.
And then I think there's this like big mod that's coming out soon-ish called the Gran Turismo Spec 2 mod, and it's going to add like a whole bunch of events and races and a whole bunch of cars from other Gran Turismo games of the era. It's going to add like I think I saw some kind of thing like where it'll do custom generated events based on what car you're in. Like so you can do any car and it'll generate a balanced event around that car,
Yeah, they're really
So
pushing the board out.
yeah. Well, I
Uh,
mean, it's
I need to pee before we start this, so I'll be right back.
Grab my
Go for
coffee
it.
off the table.
okay. Bye, everyone. It's just me now. Well, hello, all 5 of you at the pre-show. Hello. It's wonderful to be here. It's wonderful to be here. So.
Nas, how are you?
Oh, hey, RDT's actually here. Hello. Oh, what happened to your camera? Oh, there it is.
I just got up. I didn't want to show off all the room. It's a little messy back there. So.
Okay. I'm good. I'm okay, I guess. I'm a little stressed, but otherwise good.
That's good. Yeah, I have a very busy day today. So
you got another wedding, right?
Yeah, I got another wedding to go to, and then like my buddy's having this afternoon thing from noon to 3. So
Oh, so you got to hit that up, and then you got to go to the wedding.
yeah. So I don't know. I'm trying to like, and they're in opposite directions, so I'm trying to figure out the best way to go about it.
So RDT, are you prepared to talk about this GTA DLC? Do you know anything about it?
I know a little bit about it.
That's all you need to. I think that's all you need to know. I think we're going to talk about one thing with it, and that's it. So
I have, I think, maybe 1 or 2 points about the DLC.
I'm just gonna start sobbing and just crying, just ugly crying over this DLC.
I thought it was funny. I was just watching Bruff's video introducing all the drip feed cars and everything. And there's a line in there that if you weren't watching a GTA video, you'd be like, what the hell is this guy talking about? He was like, I really don't like the back end of this Buffalo. I'm like, what are you talking about? Any other context, it's like, what the hell?
Yeah. I'm ready.
Oh, I realized I was muted. That's a good time to do that.
Oh yeah, alerts. Are the alerts on?
Alerts are sorted. Yeah, we're good. Let's do it.
Wonderful.
Bye, pre-show.
Mm.
Hello everyone, I'm Brofi1322 and welcome to the Choking Hazard Podcast, Week 80. And we're going to get into it this one.